Hey everyone, I'm Todd Stevens.
And I'm Ross Merriam.
You're watching the Versus series here on StarCityGames.com. Well, welcome back to another week here on the Versus series, leading up into SEGCon this weekend, where we're going to have all these formats on display there. Last time, whenever Ross and I faced off, he decided to go the Storm route, playing Mono Storm every format, no matter
every
what.
format that I could.
Yeah, and that one didn't really work out against my mid-range strategy. So are you going the same strategy this time, or are you still storming it up?
You know, I'm not going to give away any information.
Okay.
I don't want you to know what decks I'm playing.
I was trying.
But I think I've got a good mix of decks that are going to go on, and I'm probably going to win every match very easily in 2 games.
Okay. I could see that happening. I could also see it not happening.
I could also see anything else happening. I could see a meteor hitting the Earth right now. That would be bad. You wouldn't get to see this video.
Yeah.
But we are featuring the sort of 5 of the formats that are going on at SEGCon this weekend. We've got Modern today. We've got, what do you remember the order better than I do.
We got Vintage tomorrow.
There we go.
Pauper on Wednesday. Standard Thursday.
No Banless Modern on Friday.
Yep,
See,
no Banless Modern on Friday.
I remembered that one or figured it out via process of elimination. You'll
that's
never
gonna
know
be
which.
That's gonna be the big one too, because then that's on Friday. So that's actually gonna be debut like the day 1 of the Invitational.
Yeah. That video will go live the moment the Invitational starts, 11 a.m., not p.m. If we started the Invitational at 11 p.m., that would be really awkward.
No, man, I'd be asleep by round 2. Like, that's it, I'm done.
It's 1-0 drop.
Yeah. I'll see y'all in the morning. I'll check the standings, see if I got there, see if I made day 2.
Good luck.
But yeah, so then we'll have the no ban list open this weekend. Man, that's going to be a crazy open. I really like my deck for, obviously we'll talk more about it on Friday, but I really like the deck that I'll be playing on Friday this week, and it's probably my leading front runner to what I would play in the open. So I'm real interested to play it on Friday.
Well, if you're playing in the open, then bad things happened on Friday. So I'm just going to hope not to have to think about no Banless Modern.
You go 4-4. It's like average, but then you still play the open.
Is 4-4 really average, Todd? Maybe for you.
Probably by definition, right? Like, isn't that, like, you just win as many as you lose? Isn't that average?
That's what the entire tournament does.
Yeah.
But come on.
Yeah.
Come on. We're here for a reason.
Okay, that's a good point. We're here to go 3-5. So today we got Modern. I'm going to be playing a deck that I've actually been doing pretty well with online. A little bit. I guess I shouldn't really say what it
Green White
is.
Company.
Playing a different one. The other deck that I've been doing well with online, streaming some. So it's going to be a little different. Oh wait, I'm not supposed to tell you. I'm just playing Green White Company.
Yeah. Okay.
There we go.
Well, I'm playing a deck that is just awesome. And I got reminded about it last weekend from seeing its creator, and I just wanted to play it again.
Okay, nice. All right, so to see who goes first today, we're going to bring back the Yahtzee dice. Okay.
For those of you who don't know what Yahtzee is, I'm not sure how, but we're going to roll 5 dice each, and we get to roll 3 times and save any amount of dice, and we're going to be whoever's closest to 5 of a kind.
Yeah.
And the tiebreaker is sum total dice on the remaining, the unpaired dice.
Right. Yep.
So first roll, and I have a straight. That's horrible.
Ooh, I got 3 3s.
Okay, so I'm going to re-roll all of mine. Todd gets to keep his 3s.
Come on, 3s. Ooh, a 4-3.
Okay, I've got 2 6s and 2 1s, and it's better for my tiebreakers if I go with the 1s. Plus, I'm really unlucky, so I'm probably just going to roll a bunch of 1s.
All right, come on, 3. Hit a Yahtzee.
So 4 of a kind for Todd, 3 of a kind for me. Todd gets to go first.
All right. Okay, I'm on the play here, and my hand is, real good. You have 4 lands, 3 spells, not really mulliganing that. This is 2 of, like, the best cards in the deck as well, including this one. This is, like, one of the reasons why I think the deck is just a well-positioned deck right now. So, yeah, let's keep this.
Yeah, my hand's really good, too. I've got a bunch of different ways to go with it, and we'll see what Todd does and make our decisions from there.
All right, I'm going to play Oath of the Gatewatch, Staple, Shambling Vent.
Okay.
Got to gain some life.
Ooh, that's pretty good. So I am going to start on a tapped water grave and pass.
Okay. That's not a bad draw. Let's go ahead and... So I don't really need another land drop, so I'll start by fetching down to 19.
I thought you said you didn't need another land drop, Todd. You just made one. I thought that meant you were okay on one land.
No, that was like, I didn't really need to draw another one, so I'll just thin my deck.
Second turn of the game, you're just already lying to me.
Because we have different theories on deck thinning.
Yeah.
I think it matters. Ross doesn't think it matters.
Well, this has been a debate for 15 years, and you're demonstrably wrong.
Which is why I like...
Are you duressing me, or are you draining me for 2?
I'm going to duress you.
Okay.
The watery grave deck seems like a good one to duress.
That's pretty good.
I could have pitched this also to drain, but I don't think that's worth it. Oh.
You can take one of these 3.
Oh.
Can't take either of those.
Huh. Well, this could be a little bit of trouble. So, the Is a Charm next turn, man, that's like perfect mana and stuff too. We'll be able to, I guess it could ditch both of these, or like one of them where the Goryo's Vengeance can bring, like it can get rid of the Kiki-Jiki, so the Goryo's Vengeance can bring back the Kiki-Jiki.
Todd just sees all the angles.
Yeah. But then this whole like letting you have like just a painful truce for 0 life also is kind of rough, because that's basically a 3 mana draw 3. I think I'm gonna have to let you have that and kind of go with one of these, one of the first 2. Now the Vengeance is just the better and more scarier card, so I'm kind of inclined to take that. But the Is a Charm can really fix your hand, including like getting you your other land drop and everything, and put the creature in the yard to enable the Vengeance. So I'm going to actually take this Is a Charm here.
Okay. You forgot one key variable, Todd.
What's that?
And that's trying to figure out what's on top of my deck. Because if I have an Is a Charm here, then you're just going to look foolish.
Oh, well, you do now that I took it.
Yeah.
Whatever I chose, you're going to have that on top.
Yep.
We already know how this works.
Pass.
Swamp. And I will get 2 spirits.
Sure.
That was my best card in my deck.
On your end step, I'll draw 2, discard 2. I told you what to think about, Todd, and you didn't do it. I guess you don't see all the angles.
Boo. Okay. Man.
Well, definitely going to pitch this Kiki-Jiki because I want to target that with Goryo's Vengeance. And seeing as I drew 2 lands and I only really need 1, let's pitch a land.
Wow. Ross just living the good life over there.
Now I can resolve this as Foretold and use it to cast Ancestral Vision, target myself.
Then that's a legal play.
And I'll pass the turn. We're going to go with the Gideon. Sure.
I could definitely be dead, but let's see. And I'm going to get a soldier.
A knight ally, you mean?
A knight ally soldier. Ooh, all right,
Okay.
and back for...
We're getting those
back for
tokens
2.
lined up.
Yeah,
I'm at 18.
go ahead.
Okay. Todd, I don't know if you know this, but you're very dead.
Yeah,
This can go,
if you have a 4th land, I'm very dead.
yes, and I do.
So, okay. So yeah, so at the 4th land...
So I go to 16.
Yep.
I can play Deceiver Exarch on my main phase, untap one of my lands, make sure I have black mana, and then Goryo's Vengeance, the Kiki-Jiki. And unlike the Splinter Twin combo, because Kiki-Jiki has haste and gives haste to the copy, the tokens it makes, the Deceiver Exarch not having haste does not matter.
Correct.
So copy Deceiver Exarch, token comes in, untap Kiki, keep repeating, make 1 billion of them, attack you for 500 million and Gideon for 500 million.
Okay, I'll take it. Wait, no,
Okay.
I'm blocking one.
Okay. One blocking Gideon or one blocking you?
One attacking Gideon. I want to try to
Yeah.
keep Gideon alive.
That's
Yeah.
good. It's
So-
nice to show.
Yeah, so my hand was 1 path, but I mean, you can easily play around at 1 path. And so I just went for hoping that you didn't just have a mana here and I could get this down and then start
I
attacking.
kind of like
'cause
you just. I kind of like you just flashing back Lingering Souls and holding
And
up the
holding
path,
up path.
and then next turn playing Gideon. I mean, I had another Ancestral, so I was going to draw a bunch of cards, but...
Okay, so here for sideboarding, and it actually looked like if I would have gone with that other route of play Lingering Souls, hold up path, I may have actually been able to be in the game, because they're also actually going to be breaking hard for like a long time. So.
Yeah, I took a peek at the top of my deck. It was not very good.
Yeah, I thought I really had to like press the, like just, you know, like just try to hope you brick for a turn, but no, I should have played the long game. All right, so good to know. You know, be patient. Anyway, for my sideboarding, these are the ones I'm taking out here in front. You can just say I'm just taking out my sweepers, you know, like the various sweepers. I'm not sold that the Bantu's Last Directing should be in this deck. Personally, like the deck that I've been playing 2 Wrath of God, 2 Damnation, because I want to make sure that stuff like Azuri can't regenerate things. But we see the list I'm playing has 4 different sweepers. But trimming those and trimming some of that card that I said was one of the best in the deck right now. But
it's not for this matchup.
Not really for this matchup, though. Bringing in some like Graveyard Hate, some other instant speed removal that will hopefully get Ross. And I hope this one in particular gets Ross real good.
On my side, I believe, from what I remember of this deck, it is very Planeswalker heavy and has essentially no actual creatures. So I'm bringing out some creature removal from the main deck, bringing in some answers for Planeswalkers that can also answer very certain Graveyard Hate cards that Todd might have, although probably not given his color combination. Also, Todd's deck probably has 17 Surgical Extractions on the sideboard, because every deck I've ever seen him build has 17 Surgical Extractions on the sideboard.
I am actually playing someone's list from a Classic.
Okay. Well... I would not put it past you to just put 4 surgicals in the sideboard, and that be your only change. And then because Todd's deck is so good at playing the fair game, even though I'm a deck that has Ancestral Vision and some powerful attrition cards, I am bringing in a card to help protect the combo aspect of the deck, because I think I am going to have to set up combos to actually win the game. Otherwise, Todd is going to grind me into dust. So minor changes on my side, but ones that I think are going to be very helpful in this matchup.
All right, we're back here for game 2, and my hand's pretty close, but we're going to be keeping it because we have 3 good interactive pieces. But this is kind of the problem with whenever you have 4 and 5 mana cards as like your win conditions. In Modern, you just have 2 landers that you may not get there, you know? So we're going to hopefully just draw some lands here to get to our Planeswalkers.
I have a hand that is reliant on some card selection, and we're just not sure. We're going to have to tease out where this hand goes, but definitely a keep.
All right, so I'm going to lead. I think I want another white source, so I'm going to go ahead and fetch Shock for my Thoughtseize. I just want to make sure that I have 2 white.
So that brings sources. You to 15?
Yep, going down to 15 already.
Okay, well, I imagine the Jace is being taken from this hand unless Todd has some extra removal.
I kind of want to, I think I'm just going to take Faithless Looting, because that card is ridiculous.
Yeah, this suggests to me that Todd has removal spells in his hand.
Yeah, my black-white deck does have removal spells.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll take, I'm going to take Faithless Looting. I'm down to 15.
Okay, I will play a Looting.
Yeah. Faithless Looting is just such an incredibly good card that I think it's still underrated. It's...
Okay. I don't think this is a game that I'm going to win by going quickly, so we'll just discard these Spirit Guides. Pass the turn.
I think it's certainly one of the top 5 cards in Modern.
Yeah, Faithless Looting is messed up.
Yeah, it is. It is very good.
And we need some black mana, so I'll just got to swamp and run this into a Fatal Push. I'm at 19.
Yeah.
Ooh, is this a Liliana? Brutality.
Brutality. So do I want to escalate? I don't believe. How many cards you got over here?
I got 4.
4. And I probably know like 2 lands, because I think you had like 3 or 4 lands before.
I had 3 lands.
And yeah, you didn't discard one, so I know at least 1 land.
So you know the Tarn, you don't know the others.
Okay. Yeah, and I like the cards in my hand. I don't think I'm gonna escalate at all, so I'll just get rid of that.
Sucker.
Go ahead.
Okay. I've got another one. You can go.
This could definitely end up being wrong using this path here, because then our shields are kind of down to combo, but I'm going to be hopefully tapping out the next few turns, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the Hase.
Get a mountain.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm going to save that too. Gidgeon. Get my Night Ally back. All right, last time this was a very successful line because I played it and immediately died. So hopefully we don't immediately die.
Sure.
Go ahead.
I will pass the turn.
All right, we didn't immediately die yet. All right, before we do anything else, I have this Inquisition of Kozilek that I will target you and kind of see what's up. What you got over there?
I have both combo pieces and a redundant copy of the only one you can take.
Well then, that's kind of unfortunate. I will tick. So I want to get as much damage as I can across. Ticking Gideon up would be the most damage I can, but it's just a very easy. Ross comes in and taps the Gideon, and then blocks the other Night Ally. So maybe best for me just to make another Night Ally here. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna go to combat.
You have not played your land yet this turn?
Correct.
You have 2 cards in hand?
Correct. All this is correct.
Okay, in combat, I'm going to play Deceiver Exarch and tap your Shambling Vent.
Cast down.
That's pretty good.
All right, and then I will attack for 2. Boom, get in the red zone.
Tells me his shields are down, has another removal spell.
Yeah.
Just classic jerk-face Todd lying to me over and over again.
I top-decked that after the path. All right, go ahead.
So Todd has 11 damage next turn. That'll bring me to 6. Fetch brings me to 5. Fetch brings me to 5. If I draw another Exarch off a flashback Faithless Looting next turn, I can tap Gideon, block 1, take 4, go to 1. So yeah, let's crack this fetch. I'm at 16. Get a tapped Steam Events. This is going to be a tough one. Really just wanted to rip a land and kill Todd that turn. I went to tap the Shambling Vent because if Todd has Collective Brutality after combat, I can still block the Knight, and he has to force him to have a black source as well. Okay, so go to my turn. And I will flashback this Faithless Looting.
Okay.
I will discard.
I assume you want to keep Gristlebrand in your hand.
So definitely discarding Gristlebrand because I've drawn land Goryo's Vengeance, and that's going to be our play this turn.
Oh no!
And the question is whether I want to get Kiki-Jiki in the graveyard to set up a later Goryo's Vengeance on it, or keep it in my hand. It's going to run afoul of a piece of graveyard. Hey, but if Todd has like a Surgical in his hand, he just stops the Gristlebrand, and I'm going to die. Basically, no matter what I do. Although I guess I could beat that with a potential discard on a potential second copy of Goryo's Vengeance. So I guess I'll discard the Kiki-Jiki too.
Okay.
I'm going to have to take some extra damage because I've already found the mountain in the swamp, which is unfortunate.
All right, so fetch shock, taking 3 down to 13.
Yeah. I got the mountain because I was trying to set up to cast Kiki-Jiki before, and then the swamp was much earlier, and now I'm sort of getting punished for it. So let's get a Watery Grave. So I'm at 13.
Yep.
And Goryo's Vengeance is a Gristlebrand.
Yeah, that's a great find, man. That Faithless Looting card is really good.
Yeah, I thought so. And I think what we're going to do here, I'm going to draw first and see what I want to do, and I'm likely just going to attack and kill the Gideon.
Yeah.
And set myself up to have more time.
All right, so you're going to go down to 6.
Yeah, but we might as well draw first. I don't think Todd has a 6 damage burn spell for a single white man in his hand.
I have like deflecting palm, but single white.
Um,
So you have played your land now.
yes, I have played my land for
That's in the
turn.
yard.
That's in the graveyard. Yeah, definitely attacking the Gideon.
All right, Gideon down.
That brings me to 13. And I can't really do anything else, so this is going to get exiled. And
You don't want to pay 7 life again? Draw 7 more cards?
no, I think I'm good. And I don't think this card is going to end up ever being relevant, so I'm going to discard Ancestral. I think the game's going to end before that ever comes up.
Yeah. Thoughtseize. I'm down to 13. So 13 all.
Got some gooders.
Yeah, those are definitely good. Definitely good. So I'm not going to be taking the Kiki-Jiki or the Living End. The Sorcerer Spyglass is honestly really good against my last card in hand that I've never been able to cast, but of course I may just never be able to cast it anyway. I kind of want to take that Spyglass, but I think that I have to take... this Thirst for Knowledge. It's just going to dig so much that it's just too good. I think I'm just going to take this Thirst for Knowledge.
Okay.
And hope I can beat this stuff. Which I don't think I can, but...
I got a 9.
Yep, you're at 9. The land Goryo's Vengeance off the Faithless Looting was pretty good.
That it was. It's kind of an interesting spot. I think I might as well just start on this Faithless Looting,
Yeah.
because that's going to be... those were not very good. Once again, this Ancestral Vision is not going to be relevant, and then we can just pitch a land alongside it. Now, I'm going to crack fetch, go to 8.
Yeah, get basic island.
Yes, definitely getting the island here.
I'm glad I made a knight at least with the Gideon instead of attacking with it. That was good play.
There's the island. Yeah, this extra knight has definitely been
It's a little helpful.
pretty good.
Yep.
And now I could use this spyglass just on the shambling vent to prevent some shenanigans and check out Todd's hand. I kind of want to flashback a looting though, because I really just want to dig harder. There are a couple
like
cards in my deck that are so good.
If I'm using the Shambling Vent, that means I have like nothing else. Then
Yeah.
taking my whole turn for a Shambling Vent's probably not that bad for you.
Okay, let's discard a couple useless lands. And now I'm going to Goryo's Vengeance, the Jace.
Ooh, very nice. Yep.
Activate.
Yep.
Still don't need an Ancestral. Now this transforms and it's not going to go away at the end step. Another cool interaction in this deck. And I'm going to plus on this knight. And pass the turn. See if Todd wants to fire up this vent and get me to 4, put me on a represent lethal for next turn.
I do not, because I drew my 5th land, so I get to play my Gideon draw.
Sure.
So I'm going to just make sure that I don't die, and I'll just plus the Gideon draw, so you have to attack it. So if you have, like, Deceiver, Etchart, Kiki-Jiki, next turn I won't die.
Sure.
Because we know you have Goryo's Vengeance, because, like, you're 1 mana away from basically doing that, which you already discard a bunch of extra lands, so you should be able to just have that next turn. Oh, you discard the Kiki-Jiki in your hand?
No,
No,
I just
okay.
rearranged my graveyard.
Oh, okay. So we're attacking in with one of these, so we can either ping, because the other one doesn't do any damage. So we can either ping Jace for 2 or you for 2. Putting you for 2 puts you down to 6, where I have lethal with my creatures here. I think that's better than Jace. So put you down to 6.
6.
Go ahead. Also want to maybe make a collective brutality better.
Now, I'm in an awkward spot because I guess I can flashback this Faceless Looting. That's probably the safest thing because I want to see some cards before I decide how to use Jace. Because if I Spyglass this Gideon, I still need to deal with one of the other attackers to give myself another turn. So why don't I just spend mana flashing back Faithless Looting first? There we go. That'll do it. So now I can, I guess, just discard these 2. Yeah, and play as Foretold and use that to cast the Living End. So that'll deal with Todd's tokens. It'll also give me a Gristlebrand, 2 Kikis, 1 will die to Legend Rule, 2 Deceiver Exarchs, 2 Simian Spirit Guides, and that's good. So the Deceiver Exarchs can untap some lands here to start. So let's do that. And then I will play my land for turn. Now I could even use Jace to flashback something else if that's what I wanted to do.
Yep.
Because again, now the Spyglass is unnecessary. So yeah, let's just flashback on Thirst for Knowledge.
Because you can't do Ancestral Vision, right, with Jace?
I can with As Foretold. You can give, because Jace is cast from the graveyard, it's not giving it flashback.
Okay, so you can do that?
Yes, if I have an As Foretold in play, then you can flashback the suspend spells with, not flashback, but cast from the graveyard with Jace.
Oh, right, but you already used the As Foretold.
Yes, but I already used it, so.
Right.
So this is 3 cards. Let's just discard the Spyglass, and now I'll use this Exarch, go off with the combo, but I have to attack with Gideon. So send 1/4s at Gideon and pass the turn in a commanding position. Even if Todd draws a Wrath, I have both combo pieces in my hand.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
the only card I could draw there was Settle the Wreckage. That's what I was hoping to draw.
Could you?
No. Well, I mean, I could have.
Had it all.
Yeah, you really did have it all.
You're 13. Hold on. Let me do the math first.
Okay.
Okay. 7,
you
11.
need to draw 7 more cards?
Mm-hmm. I can't even do that if I wanted to. I only have 6 life.
You're at 6 now.
Yeah, can't even misplay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Use Kiki, make 10 billion Exarchs.
Okay.
Attack you with them and the Gristlebrand too. I want to get some life.
Okay, activate.
Sure.
I will block 1.
Yep.
All right, gain 2.
Yeah. So you take 999,900,000 or 10 billion and 6.
Yep. You got me.
Plus you gain 2, so you take 10 billion and 4. Now you just stole my Gristlebrand.
Okay, we're here back for the conclusion for Black-White Control, Planeswalker Control.
Definitely control deck.
Yeah, against Goryo's As Foretold. Yeah. So this is, of course, a matchup I haven't played against too much. So I think that the game 1, I went with an incredibly risky line to just try to, put pressure on, where I should have really just sat back with my path and been more protective.
So I think in general people aren't risky enough against combo decks. So I like the idea, but given the complexion of your hand, even disregarding the fact that we looked at the top of my deck and it would have worked out pretty well, the fact that you have something else to do to apply pressure with the Lingering Souls, and then next turn you have the 5th lands, you're going to get to play Gideon the next turn. And that clock actually is only 1 damage short of being the same. So if I need to have a fetch land or a shock land in order to get the Kiki-Jiki into play, it's the same clock. And that's pretty likely given the lands I played and the fact that I have a bunch of these fast lands that are going to enter tapped if they're my 4th or 5th land. So I think it's likely that you're putting me on the same clock there, so they are holding up the path makes a lot of sense. If you didn't have the lingering souls, then I think, yeah, you have to just tap out and hope. It's also pretty likely I drew land because I just resolved an ancestral.
Yeah.
But you have to weigh those against each other. But just the way your hand looked, I think it was right to play it a turn slower.
And then the second game, I did have like some disruption, but that could have been a mulligan. It was pretty close. It's just like, 2 lands with Thoughtseize, Brutality, Path, and then Gideon. Especially the 5-mana Gideon. That's like a long ways away from getting to the 5-mana Gideon. And I have just like heavy hitters like Rest in Peace and Surgical that are probably really important. So I think
that's a keep.
Okay.
Two discard spells, a removal spell for the combo, and Gideon, which is your best thing to apply pressure.
Right.
I think I would keep that. One thing I would have done differently was discard the Gideon Jura to escalate the collective brutality. You would have ended up bricking, and I was really surprised you didn't, and really upset because I just had all creatures in my hand. But that I would definitely duress. I think I was a little lucky in that game. On the turn, I flashed back looting and was able to immediately set up the Gristlebrand.
Yeah.
From when my hand was pretty weak. But, one of the things this deck does is just see so many cards between Ancestral Vision, Faithless Looting, Is It Charm, and now Thirst for Knowledge, which was not in the list. I played against Tom Medvec in the finals of a Classic when he was playing this deck, and he did not have Thirst in that version, and I think it's actually really good in the deck because it works so well with Deceiver Exarch. When you leave up 3 mana in this deck, your opponent gets really scared that they might get comboed. Even if it's only 3 mana, they should know you have Simian Spirit Guide to potentially combo on 4 lands. So they are going to play it slow, and if they slow play that turn, you just get to play a Thirst for Knowledge. So that squeeze is great. There's a couple artifacts in the sideboard, EE and Sorcerer's Spyglass to go with it, but just draw 3, discard 2 is fine in a deck that wants to use its graveyard. Mm-hmm. And Thirst was pretty good there. You ended up taking it with a discard spell late in the game, even though I'd already drawn a ton of cards. But
yeah, just starting with just having an opening hand of just a couple Faithless Lootings, that's just awesome.
Faithless Looting is just a messed up Magic card.
It really is.
I've known it for a while. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I remember when Cathartic Reunion got printed, and everybody's talking about how good it was in Dredge, and that's the card that breaks Dredge, and Faithless Looting was far and away the best card to Dredge the entire time. Yep. And now finally people are figuring out how good it is. It's gone in so many other decks. Mardu Pyromancer,
Hollow One,
and this deck, it uses Faithless Looting so well. And I ended up playing and flashing back both copies, and all 8 cards were necessary.
Yeah.
Just digging for that as Foretold at the end of the game. So Faithless Looting, just messed up Magic card, and this is far and away the most fun deck to play it in. There's just so many things. You get to do everything.
Yeah, no, that looks like a really fun deck. I really like it.
I played a 2-mana, kill your best threat, draw 7. And with no change in my life because I gained 7 on the attack. Yep. And I also played a 3-mana wrath your board, bring back my Gristlebrand and 2 combo pieces.
Yeah, and Spirit Guides also. Why not?
Yeah, just a couple 2/2s. You had some 2/2s. I was jealous. I wanted some 2/2s. mine were apes. Yours were Night Allies. So mine are better, but.
So you said you were going to win every match this week 2-0.
Yeah, I wasn't lying.
How do you feel so far? Do you think you're still going to do that?
Yeah, this just went perfectly.
Yep, that's true.
My deck operated well. My draws were good. We got Vintage tomorrow. My Vintage, yeah, right. I'm right. Okay, I remember correctly. That's good. My Vintage deck is awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Please come back tomorrow and watch this. It is awesome. Just indescribable how awesome it is.
Man, well, I'll determine that. I'm going to be sitting right here.
I'm tearing up over here just thinking about it. I'm so excited.
You really are. Oh, my God. All right, everybody. We'll come on back tomorrow for some Vintage, and then Wednesday we'll have Pauper, Thursday Standard, and Friday No Banlist Modern to finish off the week. But for Ross Merriam winning 2-0, I am Todd Stevens not winning 2-0, but we'll change that tomorrow. See you tomorrow.